What's going on? If you want to learn how to use thanks.io, which is a direct mail company that I personally use and I love because you can do custom QR codes where you can send anyone to any website. Every QR code is trackable. You can do a handwritten postcard or a handwritten envelope. You can also send gift cards where that person that you're sending the gift card to, the only way they get money on that gift card is by scanning the QR code and putting it in their account, which at the end of the day saves you money instead of buying a bunch of gift cards. Then thanks.io is your direct mail company. Okay. So here's the deal. When you send anything on direct mail, they've got two pricing structures. So they got a pricing structure for the non-subscription use of it, and then they've got a pricing structure for sending stuff at $49 a month subscription. So the break-even math behind this is if you know you're going to send roughly at least 120 4x6 mailers, then it's going to be in your best interest to spend the $49 a month and do that. And then you're going to get the discount on all of the pricing. And then you're also going to get additional access to other great benefits and features. So step one is to sign up for thanks.io. Then step two is to go ahead and log in and start setting up your account. This is the back end of it. You can see it here. You can see mailers I have sent. The other reason why I love thanks.io is you can set up and schedule mailers to send out based on certain deadlines and timelines. So like if you're a real estate agent, right, you could send out birthday mailers. You can upload things and set up all these mailing campaigns to send out. And then you can just be done with it for the year, which is why I love it. So you can see here, I send out birthday mailers and they typically arrive a couple days before the birthday, which is what I want to happen. I want that person to receive my birthday mailer first. Here's what you need to know. All the stats, you're going to see what's in transit, what's processing, what's delivered, right? All these numbers. Left-hand side, I'm going to move over my video. Left-hand side, we start off with the dashboard. Next thing, after you set up your account, top right corner cogwheel, here's your account. You're going to plug in all this information. Just make sure it's all accurate. Plug in your return address. This, of course, is important because you want this to be accurate because it's going to be auto-inputted on all your mailers. So once you set up all your data, right, put your credit card on file, etc. Next step, the hardest part is going to be getting your mailing lists in here, okay? So what you got to do is you need to organize your mailing list. You're going to click Add List over here. I think the easiest way to do it is to upload a CSV. You're going to choose that file, and then you're going to map all those files, right? So let's name it, right? Farm area. Sure. You can check each address for an email and a phone number, which honestly, I don't think you need to do. If you need phone numbers and emails, just contact me. I can help you out with that and get it cheaper. Most important part, this is the most important part, hands down. You need to map the data properly, right? So the data in the columns, we want to make sure that maps to the spreadsheet. So you're going to go through here and map up all of the data, right, for each of these people with the city, state, zip code, name, etc. Very, very crucial. So we want to make sure that all this is mapped properly. You can see here on this spreadsheet, if you're getting a farm list from me, Jared Larkin at Chicago Title, this is what I'm going to give you. And we're going to go through, we're going to map up all of the information, which I would recommend doing the mailing address. Like for example, in this case, I know that there's two people on here who are non-owner occupied and I want to mail it to them. So I would go ahead and choose the mailing address information, which is down here. Okay, so just important note on that. There's a lot of columns in here on this spreadsheet you won't need, so just ignore it. But we want to go ahead and fill all this in. So do that. Once that's done, you're going to see it listed here. Of course, down the road, we can add other lists. We can get really fancy with other things, but let's just focus on the aspect of farming. Now you've got your list. You don't need to pay for lists or buy any lists. If you need any lists, of course, just contact me. Next step is you've got your message templates, your image templates, and your send now. Your send now is just kind of like your instant, hey, I want to send one right now and get going. Okay. You can see here, you can send 4x6 postcards. Right now, I don't have the subscription. I have to re-sign up actually, but you can see here, this is the cost for the non-subscription prices. These will be lower when you subscribe. Going back here within the system, you can see message templates. This is where you're going to start to design your messaging for what you want to write out, and then we're going to schedule out these posts. So typically, you keep them pretty short and sweet. You can click on it. You can choose the postcard, which you want, right? You name it. Okay, postcard one, whatever, boom, boom, boom. And then you're going to choose the handwritten style that you like. You can see here they all have different names or different styles. Some are sloppy, some are very well written. You can also just do normal, right? And you can start typing out, hey, whatever. And then you can start filling in the data that matches to the spreadsheet, right? So if your spreadsheet has a first name and last name that you uploaded separately, which I recommend doing, if you don't have access to this, let me know. I know how to separate the first name and last name that are within one column. We want to make sure that those are separated into two columns. That's very important. That way, when we send this mailer, we can just click this button. Hi, first name. Hi, Diane. Hi, Jared. Right? I'll put a comma back here after it, right? And then I'll enter down, right? Whatever. I'm offering a free home evaluation or whatever you want to say, right? If you're thinking about buying or selling, as you can see here, it's filling in as we go down and we fill in information. The more you add to this, the smaller the writing will get. Right? So it's big right now, but as I continue to write more and more and take up more space, you'll see that writing will actually condense down and get smaller. So play with that. You want to write enough, but not write too much, of course, to get your message across, because again, people only have so much time. We need to stop them in their tracks, look at your mailer, and then take action and scan that QR code. That's the most important part. The QR code, wherever you want to send them to, is right. So if you have a YouTube video, a website, an Instagram account, whatever you want, you just plug that in right here, right? Let's just do Mile High Title Guy. Boom, we're going to send them to miletitleguy.com. So enter emails to be CC'd on QR code scan. This is, you will receive, if anyone scans your QR code, you'll receive an email, but maybe you've got another email account that you also want to receive that on, my Mile High Title Guy. I would just add it, and then you'll get CC'd on that email for all the QR code scans. Down here, right, you can plug in, what is this? Have AI write your message free. Actually, I haven't messed with this. This is kind of newer. You can mess with the background URL. I typically don't. Or you can upload a file. I usually just leave it blank. One thing you're going to notice is the QR code is not going to automatically appear. That doesn't appear till at the very end when it goes out, but it will appear right up here, top right corner. Okay, you can see here's my mailing address. Here's the information down below. Okay, so that's what this looks like on one side. Once that's done, save that message template. Once you've saved that message template, you're done with that with one side of the mailer. Next step is the image template. So click on over here, left-hand side, next step down to image template. Within image template, you can see here, I've already created. One thing that they allow you to do is you can design it in Canva. You can also use their image builder. I honestly haven't used the image builder. My preferred method, and I would recommend this to you as well, if you already have a Canva account and you have Canva, I would just open up a new tab and go to canva.com and make it. That's just how I've done it. Of course, you can just design it in Canva, where if you have a Canva account, right, go ahead and go in here. It's automatically going to populate it. And then you can just save it. So let's just have this load, and then we're going to design our mailer, whatever that is. You can see here it's literally a duplicate of Canva. I don't know, real estate, postcard, I don't know, whatever you want it to be. There's so many ideas, but again, we're just pretending here. So let's just throw something in. Sure. One thing to note is the size of this. You can see here it's 1875 pixels by 1275 pixels for this specific one. If you're going to go into Canva on your own and create the design, make sure when you set it up as a custom design that you do the pixels properly, okay? So you would do that right within here. Or you can just do it within this embedded thing. Let's say that you're done, click save. It's important that you save this and you finish this step all in one sitting, because if you don't, you're going to lose it. I know a real estate agent who got very frustrated. He spent a ton of time doing this, and then it didn't save, and then he got very frustrated, which I completely understand, right? So that's just showing me now where the bleed lines, which is when it prints out, there's a possible part that some of this is going to get cut off. So just watch the edges, watch the corners of this, because you only have so much space. Cool. We can save it, move this down, and then we'll be done. Last steps, because I just want to keep rolling through here and show you what this is all about, is now once this is done, you can see here it's saved. Now we can do a send now, which is just a send now for like one-off ones. But I would recommend just doing a campaign down here, right? So we can say add a new campaign, right? And now we can start selecting what to send. We can do postcard. We can choose 4x6, which is the one I like to choose, right? You're going to see the image one, the one that we just saved. We could grab it, right? I'm just going to grab whatever one that I've created. And then same deal, the message template that we just created, we're done with that, right? Let's just pretend that this is it right here. Okay. And then we're going to grab our mailing list. So it's literally this workflow. So boom, that's simple. Upload the list, design the image, right? Do the message, and then put it all into a campaign. Okay. Next step, append or current resident to increase delivery rate. That's fine. What I want to do now is click down here to my sending preference, right? This is where it gets fun when you're mailing to your database and you're doing like holidays or birthdays or whatever, and you want to send at specific times and schedule these out. That's a lot of fun. What I say is you could do after a specific date, right? If you want to send it out as soon as possible, you can see here, card arrival date must be set up 8 days in advance. So then I would just push out to the soonest date. You can see here it's January 3rd. So that would be January 12th, right? And I could click that, and then I could click save. Okay, once you click save and get all this turned on, it's then going to go to work, and you're going to just approve it all, and then it's going to start to go through the process of sending everything out. You can watch it as it goes through the workflow. So this is just a general go through. This is this system. This is how it works. Okay. This is kind of what I use when I want to set it all up. But my first step for you is just to fill in all of your account info. That way it's accurate when the mailer automatically autofills in your data and your information. There's more advanced stuff in here like API keys, integrations, all that. We're not going to mess with any of that. So you don't have to touch any of that. But that's it. When we break it down, that's your workflow. I hope that helps for thanks.io. If you have any questions, I'm Jared Larkin with Chicago Title. Reach out to me. Happy to help walk you through all this. And I hope you like it too. I think it's awesome. So we'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.